I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Oh, able to avoid it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns with 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception. He wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Here's Fields. That's complete right side to Lazard. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall. And slow going there as they only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You look at this Bronco defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken right on the 30. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like Central Cast and Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short of 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
The rushing totals for Dobbins last week, 19 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
This defense for the Jets, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're going for it with Dobbins. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Off play action, Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go, Snipe.
Paul want to give up the middle. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed crow route. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. And some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, and ends up getting the ball stripped.
Still first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Oh, my second. Hey!
To throw is Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Second down and 6 now.
Oh, my second. Hey!
A shotgun snap and again to Dalvin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And New York set to take the field. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team, and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And the Broncos get there and take him down. safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Second down.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Here we go, son.
Motion man left is Lazard. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and 4.
A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and 4.
Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Nix to the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw, here's Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across. The 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Denver.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. That flag that'll push him back 5.
Still 1st down.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really how it can hurt you. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jamian Sherwood there to make the stop. The Broncos at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They felt they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And it's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Nix. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
It's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. New York set to take the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here we go. Oh.
Hall again on 2nd down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. 4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 3rd and 4.
331.
One play action. Fields. And he is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion.
319.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Fields going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Here we go. Go.
To throw is Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Fulk connects on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Jets 7.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield.
Let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing Nix. He targets England for another grab.
Here we go again.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
5 yards on the play. And it's
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Phillips on the stop. A gain of a yard. And a
Zone read to give to Harvey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
brings up 2nd and 11.
Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. And he he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Nix from the shotgun. He's got his target. That's complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
A gain of 15.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll look to throw now on first down.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get ahead of steam going.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll run with Dobbins.
He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Harvey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Marvin Mims.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A little juke. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And New York set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He finds Wilson.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
At the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. This will be caught just inside the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. How about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of surrendering a late field goal at the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So these 2 teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our
journey
report.
through the
Scott?
NFL starts now. In Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the Bears in a rematch of the Hale, Maryland game from 2024. And here's the second-year man, Xavier Worthy. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Commanders improve to 6-0. They keep rolling with another victory. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And this is Josh Palmer. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 58 yards for the score. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs taking on the Detroit Lions. And this is Patrick Mahomes going Hollywood to Hollywood Brown. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. The Chiefs improve to 4-2 on the year with another win. And with that, a look now at the rest of the action around the NFL here in week number 6. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2. Off the bootleg. Here's Nix. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Brings up second and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down, Broncos.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2nd and 3. Over the middle, gets it to Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Dobbins is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. To throw is Nix. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
New York set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, the arc. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bonito. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Once more with Harvey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Nix to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. To throw, here's Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line.
13 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He's stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Here's Nix. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football crap.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting them set up to start the series.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going. It's Nix. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Fields. He'll get this to Lazard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
49-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Oh, hurry up, hurry up. Green lights.
They snap it to Fields. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Throwing Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jet 16.
11 on the play. First down, Broncos.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
2nd and a yard.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Nix going to give to Hardy. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And New York set to take the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2 yards
from the 24 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Fields. got Higbee complete right side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Jets, first down.
Now it's Fields. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing quickly to Wilson. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
319, good night.
From the gun, here's Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Motion man left is Lazard. Here's Fields. He's going up top for Wilson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. On for the extra point is 4th. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle by Quincy Williams. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. We're good.
Back to throw. Fields. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Fields. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Fields throwing again. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
222.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throw right side, Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Broncos, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss here will move them back to 503.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Plenty to get to. Let's start in Landover. The Commanders at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And this is Xavier Worthy. He's going to look at the catch and then look upfield and watch this. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Cleveland Browns. And this is the rookie, Quinshawn Judkins. 46 yards to the house. The Browns are playing well. They improved to 5-1 with this victory. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders taking on the Tennessee Titans. And this is Jacoby Myers. They're going to air it out to him deep downfield, and he's right there to grab it. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Raiders get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.